All right, we continue to follow the interesting story of what happened today in Colorado Springs. I don't know if we have video of another angle of the president, unfortunately, stumbling after giving a speech at the graduation ceremony of the Air Force Academy. Here we see after he had fallen, and he points back to what appears to be a sandbag. Now, you could make the argument that if you're fully aware of what's around you, Kat, you would notice this. You would take account of what's around you, and that's one of the problems now is the narrative for President Joe Biden is that his faculties have diminished to the point that it's always at risk.
Right. There's a lack of awareness about, where he is, what he's saying, what he's doing. And again,
yeah, that's kind of another angle on it.
Again, the president was not.
And we could all fall.
He was not, right. And James Rosen shared with us, though, he was not injured. So we do want to say that. But I think that's going to hurt tomorrow. That looked like a tough fall on his knees.
It could. Let's bring in Whitley Yates along with our panel that we've been talking about. Whitley, what are your thoughts as we watch this story?
I've said it once and I'll say it again that we have a frail president. He's very fragile. A lot of times he seems discombobulated and he doesn't know where he is. We've watched him fall up the stairs, down the stairs. He fell getting off of a bicycle. He is consistently unstable, not only in the way that he leads, but also in his gait. I think that we need to be looking into this as the American people, and he is supposed to be leading the free world and can barely lead himself to make two steps.
Betsy, also just watching someone who is advanced in age fall frequently. I mean, we know, of course, that falls are one of those things that could really be extremely dangerous, lead to other problems for people at a certain age. So it's not just the fact that he is falling, but also what additional falls could potentially end up I don't know, moving forward, something negative. I mean, if he hits his head, for example. So again, this isn't just the falling now, but it is continued falling that becomes more and more concerning.
Well, the real issue here is what is the Democratic Party going to do? Who is going to assume the responsibility for saying, we need other candidates in this race? It's one thing to get Joe Biden to the end of this term. But the fact is, right now, the only other candidate they have is that medical quack named Kennedy. And they should have a bench of capable people willing to run against...
Define capable.
Well, look, I'm looking...
I think they have a bench of people who want to...
They have not welcomed, they have not made any overtures toward literally recruiting someone else to run. And that's where the...
Don't you think that's going on? You know politics really well.
I do.
Anybody looking at this, Michael?
It is not going on. That's the point.
You don't think so?
I
think it is. In fact, I think it is. And I think Gavin Newsom is lining himself up as soon as everyone finally has a consensus that it's time for the big guy to move on.
Well, there isn't going to be that consensus because too many people in the White House, in addition to the Biden family, want the status quo.
Well, they do because they think he can beat Trump, which is why you see all these polls now showing maybe he can't beat Trump.
Right.
So why would he be there if he can't beat Trump?
No, that's a good point. All right. Nico, are we out of time? Just checking. Oh, right. That's what I thought. Sorry about that. We couldn't get to everybody for this. But again, we really appreciate all the commentary. Betsy McCoy, Michael Grimm, Whitley Yates, Simon Conway. Thank you.